Good morning, class.
Good morning, madam.
Okay, last time we talked about the definitions of food security with its four dimensions. So, can someone remind us what are the four dimensions of food security?
The availability, accessibility, utilization, and stability.
Okay, that's good. That's a correct answer. But class, do you remember any of our classroom rules? Number 2.
Always
There's a
just raise your hand before you give the answer.
good. Yes. So please, class, we have to follow our classroom rules during our class today. Yeah? So if I ask some questions, you just raise your hands and then I give you the time to say your answer. Okay, so for today, we are going to learn the dread. Our topic today will be based on the threat to food security. Okay, someone, what are the threats to food security? And like you know, you have experienced. Just raise your hands and then you say your answers. Okay, Rose.
Population growth,
Population growth, good. That's a correct answer.
economic challenges,
Thank you again. That's a good answer. Any other? Okay, Mary.
natural disaster,
Natural disasters, good. Okay, so there are many threats to food security, but in our lesson today, we are going to learn only 3 threats to food security. So by the end of the lesson, students should be able to identify and describe at least 3 major threats to food security. And the second one is to analyze the impact of threats have on the environment and people. Okay, so the first one is shows on the chart, the notes there, the climate change. Climate change is one of the factors that affects the food security in the now, in the present, and in the future. Okay, so can anyone share their ideas and knowledge about climate change and how it affects food security? Okay, Ray?
Climate change is a long-term shift in the global weather patterns and average temperature, primarily derived by human activities since the Industrial Revolution, and particularly the release of greenhouse gases from the burning of fossil fuels.
Okay, thank you. That's a very good answer. Yes, that's correct. The climate change affects food security through like the effects like droughts, less rainfall, sea level rise, and global warming. So it affects food security through the weather in the different places is affect change. Like there's no rainfall, not enough not good, not I mean the soil is not very good, so like also the water is a bit salty or brackish, so that's why the crop yields will not be grown in that places. Okay, so let's move on to the second threat to food security. That is high food prices. Rising prices or the high prices of food is one of the major effects to food security, where the low income households are very affected. In a way, they can't afford food even though it is available for them. You know what you understand?
Yes, we
madam.
do.
Okay. So for the four dimensions of food securities, in the high food prices, accessibility. The food is available there, but they can't access to it. You understand?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that's one of the major effects that threat or have an impact on the food security for low income households. Okay, so let's move on to the last threat, that is the health pandemic. Health pandemic. Do you know what's the meaning of health pandemic? What is focused or means? Okay, Mary.
COVID-19.
Yes, something like a COVID-19. It's a disease, eh? That disease that spread out to all. I mean, many countries. So the COVID-19, during the COVID-19 widespread or outbreak of that disease, the disruptions, the food productions and the trading of food is affected in a way of lockdowns, blocking some ports and areas to not to cross the border. Yes, that's one of the major effects of the health pandemic to the food security. Not only that, but also the markets. Farmers used to sell out their products in the markets. They can't go to the markets because it's because of curfews and because of the closures. Yes, the lockdown. Okay, so that's all for our lesson notes discussion. So now we're going to, this is our activity, and I want you to work in groups. So you have to join your groups. I have assigned you last week. So in that group, you have to work as answering those two questions on the board. So I give you 3 minutes to complete your answers.
Okay, madam.
Okay. Okay, class, you have 2 more minutes to complete your activity. You can ask questions for clarification. 2 questions. Okay, class. Now we have 3 minutes. Your time is up, so I want you to share your answers, and you just stand up from your seat to say your answers. For number 1.
Number 1, what could happen in our community if food price went too high? And for my answer is the increased food insecurity and hunger, social unrest and instability, economic hardship, health issues, migration and displacement.
Okay, thank you, Rose. That's a very good answer. Okay, and we move on to the second question, number 2, please.
The question is, which threats to food security is the most serious in your country, and explain why.
The most serious threat for my own community is rising prices, as we can't afford goods, so we rely on cheap ones and not the balanced ones.
Your answers are very correct, all correct. So I can assume now that you all understand, you all know what are the threats to food security. And in our next class, we are going to learn how to minimize the issues, or how to address the threats, the threats we have learned today. In our next class, we are going to learn ways to minimize the impact on the food security. So thank you for your effort and participation, and see you again in our next class.
Thank you, madam. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.